Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Welcome to the Just Chatting Gaming News and Trailers for May 15th, 2022. This is going to be a little bit of a long one. We have a fair amount of news and a fair amount of trailers, in addition to a 20-some minute Nintendo event to check out. But let's go ahead and start out with the big news, the main story. For those who have not heard, Bethesda released a statement saying that both Redfall and Starfield have been delayed into the first half of 2023. I'm not surprised that Redfall got delayed, but I really thought that they were going to be locked in for Starfield. I really did. But yeah, both of them are just not going to be ready, and yeah, just are getting delayed. They actually announced that release date for Starfield back like well over a year ago at the Xbox event, and so everybody just kind of figured, they're like, oh, they're announcing it this far out, then yeah, it's gonna be good to go. We'll be fine or whatever. But no, I'm sure we're gonna see a lot more on both of those games at the E3 or Summer Game Fest event that's coming up. We still have not seen gameplay for either of them, so I think that's exactly what we'll see. So I'd say Starfield in particular, people really want to know what that game is, because that's the big one from Bethesda that's coming out. So yeah, we'll see. As I mentioned in the previous news segment that I did, a lot of the big companies have been going through their financials and releasing information. And so Ubisoft is out there saying that Skull and Bones, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, and their new Avatar game will all be released by March 31st of 2023. And between this news, the Bethesda news, and some other games that have announced, you guys might remember a few months ago when we had the span of like 6 weeks and there was like 1,000 games that came out. It looks like it's going to happen again next year as well. And everybody's just like, why are they doing this? There's like, there's 12 months in a year. Spread out these games. Come on. You don't have to release them all within 6 weeks. But yeah, just absolutely crazy. Skull and Bones, I feel like we could talk about that forever. That game has been delayed and delayed and delayed, and then I guess we're finally going to get to see it here in a month. So we'll see. Avatar, I don't see that game doing well. So like, what kind of like very successful game could they make in that Avatar universe? I don't know. It's like, would you play a third-person action-adventure Avatar game? I don't know. I don't know. They would have to do something in that game to, like, really hook people. Maybe it's a survivor game, or survival game, or I don't know. Very strange. I don't know. We now have a release date for the Dead Space remake. I know a lot of people are very excited about that, so again, I was just talking about games being released in the first, like, 3 months of the year. Here's another one. At least this one's in January and not, like, February, March. I've never actually played any of the Dead Space games, so this is going to be a great, like, jumping in point. I wonder if they'll end up doing the other ones as well. I guess if this one is successful, they probably will. So, yeah, cool stuff. And then the final piece of news, and this has been going around for the last several days. Industry insider Jeff Grubb, who normally has a very good track record for these things, is out there telling people that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2 will be called Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and that we should see more on that game either at Star Wars Celebration here in a couple weeks or at the E3 Summer Game Fest in June. So yeah, we'll see. The first game was really good. I personally don't like that name. I think it's a bad name. I think they need to keep with the theme of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, then make it Star Wars Jedi Knight Fallen Order, then Star Wars Jedi Master Fallen Order. A lot more cohesive in their naming scheme instead of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and cut the music, and then we're going to jump into trailers. First trailer for the day. And a lot of times when they do these trailers that are like this, these are usually highly entertaining. We have an Elder Scrolls Online celebrity behind-the-scenes video. Let's take a look.
Word of advice. Never take a black marsh Argonian for granted when it comes to cards. I can't tell you how many people fall for that whole I'm a simple lizard lost in the big city routine.
So in the new Untitled Chapter, we have the Tales of Tribute game, new card game. Bragus introduces the player to that new game.
Ha! If phrase bones, an introduction would be nice, wouldn't it? Call me Bragas. Professional gambler and semi-professional everything else. Apart from sailor, that is. I hate the water.
And this character, he's a gambler, he's a talker, he likes people. How he attacks this game, this new card game, is how he attacks life. All in. He is just all in on everything. And it's a game within a game.
What is that shirt he's wearing?
You can go into a tavern, meet someone you don't know, sit down, and you play this new card game together. It's brilliant.
Do yourself a favor. Never bet on horse races, or guar, or mixhounds, or giant spiders. Really, any sport where the participants can run faster than you. Torch bugs are all right, though.
I see life as a team game. I think Bragus does as well. I think he likes to see other people succeed. He likes to see other people being happy.
People need a place to relax, chum. The ancient anchor's fine for sailors on shore leave, but people looking for a really good time always come here.
So I think a night in the pub with Bragus, a couple of beers, a little Tales of Tribute would be fantastic. I think we'd have a great time together.
Go out and win some games, my friend. It really is true that experience is the greatest teacher, especially when it comes to Tales of Tribute. I'll be rooting for you the entire way.
June 21st. Anybody gonna play that expansion? It's actually some nice looking armor. PlayStation. All right, next trailer, we have a trailer for Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Let's take a look.
March on, soldiers of fire.
Also, I don't recall off the top of my head if this is a prequel or a sequel to Fire Emblem Three Houses.
It's
a Dynasty Warrior style game.
Always, Your Majesty. You shall never taste defeat.
Which the other game was not like this. Oh, hey, it's Mercedes. Mercedes was my healer in the other game. And for those who don't know, Fire Emblem Three Houses was my game of the year like 3 years ago. It was super good.
People you care about.
I was House Blue.
Let's go together.
Nothing can stop us.
Hey, it's Ash.
There's no point regretting what I've done.
Looks like he's actually grown up.
To join this fight. You're through. I'll cut down anyone who dares stand against us.
Oh, Felix. Oh, that guy was a total like.
Listen to me.
He's a great swordsman, but he's got quite the attitude problem.
Go now.
You're the coolest, Felix. I'm a knight.
This lady right here looks like a sweet, innocent lady. I turned her into a warlock.
Daughter, you know. I won't go down easy. Get this is it.
Oops, sorry.
This guy. Likes the ladies.
Gonna peel my eyes off you for a minute there. Even a guy like me has a few things worth fighting for.
They're like showing all the blue house
See you
people.
in hell, I guess.
You were slacking off, Sylvain. Glory.
Trying to remember, Ingrid, what the heck did I do with her in that playthrough? I think she was, I think I turned her into some kind of a swordsman.
To the banner of the knights, victory shall be ours. This ends here.
I don't know who this guy is with the pink purple hair. Yeah. Could be a new character. Okay, let's take a look at a overview trailer for Mario Strikers. This game actually looks really good. This was a complete surprise back a couple months ago. People were legit shocked that they were making another Mario Strikers.
The only rule is to rule the field. Introducing the latest sport taking the Mushroom Kingdom by storm. Strike! Mario Strikers Battle League Football. Strike is like football. If football had an electric fence, no rules, and intense 5v5
Wait, there's an electric
battles.
fence? That's madness.
Sure, you still dribble, pass, and shoot for the goal. But with no fouls, you can tackle, thrash, and even stop your opponents in their boots with items. The controls are simple, so get
So this is kind of like Blood Bowl if Blood Bowl was not turn-based.
a team together and let the games begin. But first, here are some battle-tested striker strategies. A team that tackles together, scores together.
That's interesting.
Push a teammate for a team tackle that covers extra ground for defense or scoring.
Huh.
Get hands-on and push your team to victory. Literally.
Wait, who the heck is this goalie? Chat, who is this character? I don't know if I've ever seen this character.
Another strat for Star Strikers is the Hyper Strike. First, get your gloves on a strike orb when it appears on the pitch.
So this is kind of like in the old NBA Jam when your guy would be like on fire and just like sinking shots.
Charge it up and let her rip. Each character's Hyper Strike has a different flourish and can score 2 points by showing that net who's in charge. Get rough, pull off Hyper Strikes, and work together with your team to win.
Oh, wait a minute. The goalie is the same on this other side, too. So the goalie must be just some generic dude.
You'll have 10 total players on the field, with each character having their own...
Okay, time out here for a second. So, next to Bowser on the right, you got Princess Peach. Who's this other blonde lady? I know everybody else here. Is that Princess Peach's sister? She also has like a crown. I need a Mario expert in chat to explain this universe.
Signature striker style. Need a jack of...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It just said her name. Back it up. I don't know that character.
Need a jack of all trades? Mario's your man. Want to punish with power? Bowser's the bomb. Need to score and shove with speed? That's Peach's prowess. The rules may be non-existent, but protection is paramount. Luckily, some stat-changing gear can be equipped on characters' heads, body, arms, and legs. Boost speed for superior dribbling. Up your strength to resist tackles. Or up your shooting power for more scoring potential. Combine characters and gear to create your superstar soccer squad. A total of 8, yes, 8 players can shoot their shot on the same console, even using a single Joy-Con controller.
Hold on.
8, yeah.
I like, look at Toad's face up here. He looks so angry. Toad's the man. Like everybody else, like everybody has like their mean faces on, except for Peach. I don't know what that face is, but Toad's like, man, he is upset. Look at that face.
Yes, 8 players can shoot their shot on the same console, even using a single Joy-Con controller per player. You and another brave contender can get together on the same console and show your striker synergy online. Show no mercy when playing against friends, family, or rivals near and far. Friendship can be forged amidst the flames of Strike, like in the online-only Strikers Club mode, where your own club competes against others for rankings and promotions. Create your own club or join an existing one. Up to 20 Strikers can join a club. In Strikers Club, you and your fearsome friends play matches to accumulate points each season. These points determine your club's ranking, so keep an eye on them.
Okay.
These matches can be played alongside others in your club, or you can strike solo for points. Your ranking at the end of each season determines which division you'll compete in during the next season. Compete ruthlessly to earn points, get promoted, and become the top club. You can also get demoted, so the stakes are...
They better call it the Mushroom Cup. If they don't, they missed out on an opportunity.
...high. Aside from an official sounding title, club owners also get to manage members and customize kits. Best of all, as club owner, you can give some flair to your lair by customizing the club stadium with different goals and pitch designs.
Heck?
2 club stadiums will smash together in Strikers Club matches to form a single stadium. Get gritty with Mario and friends in Strike, where anything goes. Mario Strikers Battle League Football. Available June 10th only on the Nintendo Switch console.
That's like E3 week. What are they doing? Oh my god. You can't release games that week. We're gonna be too busy covering the events. Oh boy. Next up, we have a launch trailer for Evil Dead, the game. Is this on Game Pass?
This is a warning. If you are easily scared, if the sight of blood makes you ill, if you have an unusual fear of trees, deer, demons, deadites, or chainsaws, this game may be too much for you.
Is that some DMCA song? I don't trust it. Yeah, I better not play that. I saw that in a movie once. Gotta kill it. Alright, wait. That's like an Elden Ring boss, but just much smaller. It's an undead knight guy. Evil Dead, the game. I don't know who that guy is, but okay. Wait, was that on Game Pass? Time out. Back it up. Wait, you're going too quick. No. Really, it's an Xbox-only game, but it's not on Game Pass? Wonder why they decided to do that. It's got to be on Steam, right? Who knows? Next up, we have a trailer for Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song.
With Leisha, we try to find a balance between a colorful character and someone who can also hide among mortals. What we used as inspiration for Leisha was what Todd Phillips and Christopher Nolan did for their respective Jokers. Leisha doesn't try to please people or attract attention. She dresses quite like everyone else, but with her own particularity. As a Malkavian, what defines her is the contradiction between her clothes and hairstyle, for example.
As a Malkavian vampire, Leisha has various skills that are very useful to the court and the prince especially. But it's up to the player to help her separate the truth from the lies and the good people from the manipulators. So Leisha doesn't really get to enjoy her non-life. She alternates between her services to the prince and the treatments she agrees to undergo to look after her daughter, which have gradually eroded her memory. So there are two key concepts with Leisha's character, and those are intimacy and mimicry. For mimicry, players will use her Malkavian powers around Obfuscate, which are all about being undercover. Leisha is sent out on missions that require investigation and gathering information. Missions that are more subtle and more covert than Galeb's missions, which are about being on the front line. And there's another side to Leisha's investigations that require the use of auspex, which is more about perceptions and awareness. You look for it and follow trails that most people can't follow, whether that's through smell, sight, or even from memories. As for Leisha's intimate side, this is reflected in her relationship with her daughter, Halsey, who follows her everywhere and who keeps Leisha attached to this world. She has a vital relationship with her daughter, who is more than a daughter to her. She's more like a partner in her investigations. So that leads to conflicting feelings where you as a player have to deal with this NPC who follows you everywhere and who essentially has a very different outlook to you. She's a child, so she's not there to conduct investigations. She's there to explore, play, and spend time with her mother. So there's also this aspect of being a parent that comes into it and having a vampire child as well. Leisha has quite a unique role within the Boston Camarilla. Compared to MM and Galeb, who are directly affiliated with the prince, she's more of a free spirit. She reports directly to Hazel, the prince at the court, but she often acts by herself and with her own motivations. The first time you play as her, she's sent on a mission, but almost immediately she starts pursuing her own areas of interest, her own research, including a big quest about her own identity, about her daughter and everything to do with that. Leisha is trying to find out who she is and who she is not, but above all, she is seeking the truth, and it's the player's job to help her.
The one thing that, because these Vampire the Masquerade games, I feel like there's like so many of them either like out, because there's one that just came out, and that one is a PvP game, and then you have Bloodlines 2, which is the big one that keeps getting delayed over and over again, and then you got this one. So this one is a single player RPG, I guess. So I don't know. Elise is the Vampire Masquerade expert. Need to get her on here and be like, all right, what's going on in these games? All right, final thing, final trailer. We need to watch the Indie World Showcase. This is 24 minutes long, and I think most of if not everything shown here is also on PC, in addition to some on Xbox and PlayStation as well. So let's check this out.
Hello, and welcome to Indie World. I'm Ariko.
And I'm Amber. We're back today to showcase a slew of indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Our indie partners span the globe, from Sweden to Australia and Japan. And we can't wait to see what they've been cooking up. So let's get started.
That's just it. Just those three countries. Let's see, which game is this? I'm sure we've seen this one, but I just don't remember which one it is. This one's like Animal Crossing meets Stardew Valley meets Pokemon. Oh, Oblitz. That's right. Oh, yeah, we haven't seen that one in a while.
Oh, don't you just love games that are cozy and weird?
Oh, I absolutely do. This charming creature collection and farm simulation game from GUNBRELLA has everything to give you the
I wonder if we're actually going to get a date on it.
Grow and train.
I feel like we saw this game like
creatures
3
called
years ago
Ooblets
for the first
as
time.
you cultivate new life in the blossoming community of Badgetown.
Customize your character. Befriend the locals. Decorate your house. Run your own shop.
How does that work?
And most importantly, have epic dance battles. You can even dress up your Ooblet
Instead of
dolls
fighting
and
your
travel to
Pokemon,
different
your Pokemon
locations.
have dance battles.
Visit the arcade-packed boardwalk in Port Forward. Saunter through the spooky swamps of nowhere.
That Pokemon's way bigger
And
than the other ones.
ascend the frozen peaks of Tippy Top.
Ooblets waddles its way onto Nintendo
Still no
Switch
date, huh?
this summer. Colorful and mesmerizing planets await.
Oh,
in
this game, okay.
Fast-paced action RPG across the cosmos.
Yeah, I've had this one wishlisted
In
for
this
some time.
deeply story-driven game by Stormmind Games, you'll use both strength and wits to interact with others and conquer the challenges ahead.
Balancing the duality of your physical and mental powers is key. Sacrifice one for the other against opponents and things might not turn out well for you. Ultimately, your conscience will carry the weight of your decisions.
Did that person just turn into a
you become?
worm monster?
Choose your destiny in Batora, Lost Haven, launching on Nintendo Switch this fall.
And Steam.
こんにちは、生高橋です。エルケッドがもうすぐ Nintendo Switch で遊べるようになります。エルケッドは私が学生時代の頃、流れるというテーマのコンテスト向けに好きなゲームからインスピレーションを受けて開発したプロトタイプ作品になります。私が学生を卒業した後にそれをブラッシュアップしたのが本作になります。シンプルな操作と直感的なルールからは想像もできないようなひらめく体験をご用意しておりますので、ぜひ Nintendo Switch で楽しんでみてください。
I've not seen this one. This is new. Are you Electricity Man? Are you a Mega Man boss? This is the prequel story to Electricity Man. You're a battery.
Hey, if you're looking for a clever and challenging 2D puzzle platformer, then we've got just the game for you from Nama Takahashi, a one-person development team. Here, you're a small robot named Alec, who's on a mission to restore light to the world while navigating a booby-trapped facility. By using your electrifying
But who booby-trapped
powers
it?
to touch walls, floors, platforms, and switches, electricity will charge through
The
them and bring
anti-electricity
them to life.
people?
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Well, I mean, actually, you should. Detach and throw your head to trigger objects. You'll need to retrieve it within 10 seconds, or else.
Otherwise you die.
There are plenty of hidden rooms and secrets to discover, so use your head, literally, to explore every nook and cranny of the facility.
Alec Head bolts onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
This vaguely looks familiar. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, this is something song. Like Swan Song or something like that. I'm sure. Hopefully, the music in this game would be great. Soundfall. There you go. I think that game's like out.
In Soundfall, This fast-paced, rhythm-based dungeon crawler from Noodle Cake and Drastic Games combines looter-shooter action with musical gameplay that'll keep you on
looter-shooter dungeon crawler music-based. That's actually, like, interesting.
Of harmony, you're transported to the world of Symphonia to battle the forces of discord. Move to the music solo, or with up to 4 players locally or online.
Oh, God.
Restore harmony to Symphonia's corrupted lands. Levels and encounters are dynamically generated from the music, and there are over 140 songs to choose from.
Really?
So pick the tune you want to hear before jumping into the fray.
Time your actions to the music, and your power will increase. There are 5 different musical heroes to choose from, over 500 pieces of equipment for skill customization, and thousands of loot combinations, giving you opportunities for multiple playthroughs.
We'll have to see what the reviews on that are.
Get your head bopping to Soundfall, launching on the Nintendo Switch system later today.
Let me look it up real quick.
Why is it freezing in here?
You better be ready to weather the snowstorm in Wild.
So that game is $25
in this tactical roguelike
and is at an 87% on Steam right now.
Build and customize your deck as you set off to put an end to the eternal frost.
Card companions and items are at your disposal. Use them to battle wave after wave of monsters, from the deceptively cute penguins to brash and brutal bosses. Plan your next move using the dynamic counter system and fell those frosty fiends. After each run, try daily challenges or expand the hub town of Snowdwell to unlock new events and cards. Helpful for your fight against the perpetual winter.
That's me, chat, in like
Wild Frost
15 years.
Makes its snowy debut on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Hej, jag heter Hanna. Och jag heter Rebecca. We're from Landfall Games, a small game studio based in Stockholm, Sweden. And we are excited to announce
a lot of
that our
gaming
game, Totally Accurate
studios
Battle
in
Simulator,
Sweden.
or TAPS for short, will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
We first started working on TAPS in 2016. The idea was to make a game that is inspired by the feeling you got when playing with your action figures as a kid. We then added the strategy and fighting elements and turned the game into the wobbly experience that it is today.
Our wonderful community has been with us along the way and helped us shape the game with their suggestions and feedback. So together with them, we're proud to bring TAPS to this awesome platform.
Is this like Gang Beast meets Civilization or Age of Empires? Throw rocks at him. Oh, okay. I have heard of this game. Okay.
Do the wobble wobble.
Wait, what?
You heard that right. In this fighting game from Landfall Games, you'll lead teams of over 100.
I didn't know what
warlords
tabs
in battle,
meant, but
hailing from
the full name,
ancient
I'm like,
lands,
okay, I've heard of that.
Spooky worlds and fantasy realms.
It's essentially just a you can create whatever kind of battle you want.
Oh, they're awesome.
Like literally
And
anything.
those aren't your garden variety battles either. Watch your wobblers flail and fail in silly simulated battles. Or make new ones in the unit creator and customize their size,
Yep.
weight, and speed.
Like people have done stuff like, all right, what happens if I take 50 wizards with magic and put them against 100 guys with pitchforks? Who's gonna win? You know, stuff like that.
Say it with me. It's wobbling time.
I think there's guns
you
too.
never cease to amaze me. Totally accurate battle
Like,
simulator.
what happens if I put 20
Wobbles.
guys with
It's
machine
way
guns
onto
against
Nintendo
100 guys
Switch
with
this
pitchforks? Who
summer.
wins? A noir punk? Okay. I'm not sure where they're getting the noir. Oh, it's a Devolver game. I should have guessed.
Woodsman on a quest for revenge in this noir punk action adventure from Doinksoft. Armed with the titular GUNBRELLA, you'll maneuver through various locations, from a cultish town to a junkyard fortress. Use the GUNBRELLA to glide, swing, dash, dive, and take out enemies in gritty side-scrolling combat.
Along the way, you'll scavenge for scraps and spare parts to upgrade the GUNBRELLA. And employ your sleuthing skills to assist a cast of increasingly bizarre characters in a world rapidly losing its natural resources. And that's just the beginning of your investigation. Plenty of dark twists and turns lie ahead.
GUNBRELLA launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
Hey everyone.
I feel like they missed an opportunity there. They said GUNBRELLA launches. They should have said something like, I don't know, GUNBRELLA is aiming for, or something. I don't know.
I'm Jared Huntley, lead programmer on We Are OFK.
And I'm Luca LaFay, lead singer of the band
What?
OFK.
We're super excited to announce that our music biopic game is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yes! Ooh, I can play it on a tour bus. Ugh, I can't
a
wait to tour together.
VTuber?
We haven't seen each other since that music video brainstorm at your place in LA in 2019?
Yeah, wow. And with the game on handheld, it'll be easy to play the new episodes that are coming out every single week, back to back to back.
Can't wait to share OFK's story and music with y'all.
Hey, Jared, can I get your opinion on tour outfits?
I do like the art style.
This musical narrative from indie pop band OFK is gonna take you on quite the emotional ride. Set in downtown Los Angeles, Itsumi Saito struggles to establish herself in LA's ruthless music scene while managing a full-time job, a social life.
I mean, it's hard to make any ground when, hold on, I skipped like way too far.
This musical narrative from indie pop band OFK is gonna take you on quite the emotional ride. Set in downtown Los Angeles, Itsumi Saito struggles to establish herself in
One, they're floating here, so,
LA's ruthless music.
Look at this. Who the hell is this guy? They're dealing with, like, this is like a female Zeus or something. I don't know what's going on.
Scene while managing a full-time job, a social life, and a brutal commute. But a chance encounter with a rising Hollywood music producer may give her the edge she needs to achieve her dreams.
Through episodes released weekly and interactive music videos with a fully voiced cast, you'll witness the lives of Itsumi and her friends.
That's a weird, that's a weird cat.
You're allowed to take a break and not be okay for a second.
Thank you.
From fighting over song lyrics at band practice to sending silly memes via text, it's a heartfelt making of the band journey that's sure to pull at your heartstrings.
We Are OFK. Drums onto Nintendo Switch.
So that's literally a game about like 1,000 people.
I'm Dom. And I'm Tom. And
from
we're
LA,
Spiral
like
Circus.
right now.
We are an indie games developer
trying
based
to
in
make
Bristol,
it in LA
UK.
as a
And
musician.
our passion for the stranger and surreal side of art is what brought us together.
We both come from really different backgrounds. I was a research scientist and Tom's a fine artist.
Because of the pandemic, we've been an entirely remote team, and almost all of Silt has been hand-drawn at night by me, which seems entirely
Wait, I've heard of
appropriate
this.
for the subject matter.
Our audio designer even set up a fish tank in his studio to record the underwater sounds that you'll be hearing throughout the game.
We're really excited for you to experience our hand-drawn work brought to life.
Is this
And we
the
hope you
one that's
enjoy
like
exploring the strange oceanic world
like a
of Silt
scary
on
underwater
Nintendo
game?
Switch.
Take a deep
Yes.
breath.
Okay.
Dive into the harrowing ocean abyss. In the depths of this puzzle adventure from Spiral Circus Games.
It's like Journey,
you'll
but
unravel
underwater and
long
scary.
Forgotten mysteries as you explore a surreal underwater realm filled with strange machinery, ancient ruins, and dangerous ocean inhabitants.
A variety of sea creatures can be possessed. Harness their abilities to solve
Why are we
puzzles,
possessing the fish?
navigate the haunting environment, and survive encounters against deep-sea Goliaths. There's more than meets the eye in this unsettling, monochrome world.
Plunge into the dark waters of Silt, launching on Nintendo Switch next month. Hey, a way to avoid traffic. Morning commutes can be a real jam, if you get my drift.
Oh, I know, right? But guess what? In Mini Motorways from developer Dinosaur Polo Club, the key to solving the city's congestion.
See, now that's the kind of game that you guys know me. I would try that game.
To create a bustling metropolis and keep traffic flowing on maps inspired
But it's
by
like,
real-life
if I'm gonna play a
cities.
game like that, why
As
not just play
demands
City
interchange,
Skylines?
You'll continuously redesign
I mean, obviously this
and
one's just about
expand
building
via
roads,
upgrades
but
like highways and roundabouts.
Ramp up the difficulty by taking part in daily and weekly challenges. More maps will unlock.
what was
as you
this called
become a
again? Mini
master road
Roads?
designer.
Mini something.
How long can you keep the cities of the world moving?
Buckle up for Mini
Mini
Motorways.
Motorways.
Cruising onto Nintendo Switch later today.
What are the reviews on that one?
Whoa, a flying hospital.
That is a $10 game.
That's new.
Oh wow,
I've
overwhelmingly
never seen that
positive,
before.
95%,
Then hop aboard
96%.
this heartfelt narrative adventure from Ghost Pattern, set in
I'll be darned.
1970s rural Australia. As intrepid teen journalist Casey, you'll come to know a diverse cast of eclectic voiced characters.
The
through
Metacritic
stories
is like
they tell
87.
And the moments you share. Each story unfolds in real time, at the same time, so you get to choose which ones you want to experience. Follow the hospital's inhabitants, eavesdrop on them, or enter the room
Eavesdrop
and be
on
part
them.
of the conversation.
Darcy, right? Mrs. B's kid?
It's, Casey. Not, Casey. Just Casey.
Sure.
By keeping track of information in your notebook and spending time with certain
See, that's what we need in
characters,
Elden
you
Ring.
might
We need a
unearth
notebook.
New stories, locations, and revelations. Multiple playthroughs will also give you the opportunity to witness other events, allowing you to delve deeper into the stories and weave together mysteries aboard the airship. Wayward Strand lands on Nintendo Switch July 21st.
A randomly generated
Cult of the Lamb. Yeah, we've seen
waits
this
in
one.
This action adventure game from
Another
massive
Devolver
monsters.
game.
As a possessed lamb saved by a foreboding stranger from a ritual sacrifice, you need to repay your debt by creating a loyal community of woodland worshippers.
Gather resources to build structures. Then, gather your courage to brave deadly dungeons like the Silk Cradle. Venture through its dark depths, teeming with razor spiders and toxic millipedes, to challenge the dungeon's overlord Shimura. There ain't anything sheepish about it.
Cult of the Lamb trots onto Nintendo Switch this year.
That's another one I'd keep an eye on. Okay. A brand new Souls-like. Oh my. That's a Souls boss, all right. Another crab's treasure.
Hey Crab fans, I'm Nick.
And I'm Kalen. Previously, Aggro Crab released Going Under, and it didn't make us rich. So this time, we're selling out and giving the people what they want. Crabs. Our second project is a crustacean-themed Souls-like, another crab's treasure.
Through our extensive research, we found that crabs are the perfect enemy for an action game. They've got natural weapons, can strafe from side to side, and you can hit their weak point for massive damage.
Souls-likes are known for their difficulty, and we want to create a game that maintains that challenge while being approachable for new fans of the genre.
Ooh, what if you died in one hit when you're not wearing a shell?
I just said it's supposed to be approachable.
Oh, what if every time you dodge roll, there's like a 1% chance that you just trip and fall over?
Well, looks like our segment's over, everyone.
It's time for Crab.
All right, Eriko, put your pincers up.
Oh, here we go with the crab.
Oh boy.
Crab-absolutely.
Anyway, in this action-adventure from Aggro Crab, you'll embark on an epic treasure hunt under the sea to buy back your repossessed shell. While wading through this underwater world plagued by pollution and sinister secrets, you'll scavenge for trash and use it as a shell to defend yourself in challenging combat.
There are over
Them fish have,
50
like,
potential
things
shells.
strapped to them.
So get shellfish with them and repel enemies with powerful umami magic. If you don't, you'll be in a pinch before you know it. After all, one crab's trash is another crab's treasure, which sidesteps onto Nintendo Switch next year.
Oh boy, chat.
For our last segment, we'd like to show you a sneak peek of several more indie games coming to Nintendo Switch. Enjoy!
All right, what you got? I didn't recognize any of those immediately. Bum, 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 bum. That's an interesting art style. Card Shark? I think I saw this one on Twitter. Oh, I've heard, okay, Curse Golf, I've seen this. The full Bloom edition?
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the slew of games in today's showcase.
A big thank you to our indie community and indie partners working on games for Nintendo Switch. And as always, thank you for watching.
Check out our official Twitter account to stay up to date on all the latest Indie World news. Until next time, happy gaming!
All right, cool stuff, guys. There you go. That'll go ahead and do it for gaming news and trailers. Yeah, some pretty good stuff from the Indie World Showcase. Probably like, what, 3, 4, or 5 of those games I was like already tracking as being like pretty good stuff. So seemed like a bunch of them were either out now or out in June or out in July. That was kind of their theme, it seemed like. But yeah, for those who are watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.